Wow. I had prepped myself for this moment, and the goal is not to cry. And so if I start crying, I'm gonna try to get through it without crying too much. And I've never gotten an Emmy or anything like that, but I feel like it's one of those moments where it's like 3 minutes or less. Thank everybody that you know, your family. Don't leave anybody out. Thank you so much. And get through everything that you want to say. So I'm really gonna try to do that. And please excuse me because I'm gonna also read from my paper. So good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the United Way of the Bay Area for your work in the world and for selecting me as a recipient of this incredible award. I can only imagine the inspiring pool of nominations, and I'm deeply humbled to have been selected. I also want to thank Samantha, who was actually in the video. She is part of Coleman Advocates for Children and Youth, who I will talk about later on, and she's so wonderful. She's so incredible. I feel like if I say that she's my own fan club or cheerleader, that sounds very vain, but she really is. When I don't believe in myself and moments of doubt and going through essays and scholarship applications and college applications, she is the one that's constantly editing and revising and pushing me and motivating me and really validating my feelings and my struggles. So I really am thankful to have her in my life. I'm gonna just move this a little bit. Okay, thank you. So oftentimes we are taught that success means making $100,000 and moving away from the community you were raised in, especially if you come from a low-income community like I do. However, this has not been my upbringing. It has been quite the opposite. I have been raised by parents who sacrificed everything, leaving their homeland and family, working 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, and suffering from severe illnesses as a result, so that my sister and I could have a better life. Since my mother dropped out of college and my father only completed the 6th grade, I watched them work 10 times as hard as others. Witnessing the sacrifices my parents made for us instilled in me a strong work ethic and the powerful commitment to service to my family and my community. My parents did everything they possibly could to provide the best life for my sister and I. They loved me powerfully and unconditionally, but they couldn't make the world outside of our family see and affirm my value in the way they did. They couldn't make the world conform to their sense of fairness and compassion and hope. I struggled. I struggled as a child, as a teenager, and as a young adult. When I was 15 years old, I tried to kill myself. I took 14 aspirin and 14 Motrin. I didn't expect to wake up, but by the grace of God, I did. Thank you. At the time, I couldn't understand why I was alive, but I knew God had a purpose for me. A few months later, at the age of 16, I got pregnant with my daughter, Araceli. Almost 15 years later, which is actually maybe 13 years later, but here I am. If you had told me back then that I would be a college graduate, I wouldn't have believed you. At the time, I couldn't even imagine how I would possibly get through high school. But not only am I about to graduate from college, but I am contributing to my community as a volunteer organizer and educator, and I am raising 2 young women who are social change leaders in their own right. My oldest daughter, Araceli, is 12 years old and is the president of the Social Justice Committee at her school. My youngest daughter, Priscilla, who is 9 years old, loves to talk about gentrification, and this, no lie, she loves those conversations. And she also likes to talk about the school to prison pipeline. It's incredible, she just loves it. I am proud of what I've accomplished. I have worked hard and I have overcome much. But I am also very clear that who I am and what I've achieved is in no small part a reflection of the wonderful community that has helped raise and care for me. None of this would have been possible without their love and support. Coleman Advocates for Children and Youth is a big part of this community. Coleman staff are like family to me. They have been there for me time and time and time again. They have mentored me to be the leader that I am. Coleman helped me see for the first time that it is not my fault that it has been such a struggle for me to reach my educational goals, and that it is not my family's fault that we are barely able to make ends meet despite how hard we work. They opened my eyes to the systems of oppression at play in the world, and they equipped me with the tools to speak my truth and to envision and fight for change. Coleman staff helped me to launch my Teen Mom Empowerment Project, and they helped me with college and scholarship applications. Being a part of the Coleman family has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. In closing, I would like to say thank you again to the United Way for this tremendous honor, and to everyone who has helped and supported me on my journey. I consider this award less of a recognition of achievement and more a motivation to achieve, a sort of call to action, because I have so much more that I intend to achieve for myself, for my family, and for my community. So consider my acceptance of this award a promise from me to you, a promise to continue to use all my skills and knowledge and resources that I have acquired and will acquire to help build a world where all people are valued and supported and have genuine opportunities to grow and thrive. Thank you.